Continue, next paragraph. After he made this request, so he, meaning Moshe, God in his generosity granted him a greater measure of understanding that he had possessed previously. But he told him that the ultimate conception was impossible as long as he lived with material body. In his response, God referred to the ultimate conception by using the allegory of seeing one's face. For when a person sees a colleague's face, his countenance becomes fixed in his memory, never to be confused with that of another person. When by contrast one sees a person's back, although it is possible to recognize him from seeing him, it is nevertheless possible for uncertainty to arise, and perhaps one will mistake him for another person. So it's amazing paragraph, so let's try to understand what it says here. So from the beginning, I'm going to explain. So of course, as we understand, HaShem said absolutely not. Well, a person alive, even person who cleansed himself and was on the biggest spiritual level as Moshe Rabbeinu, right? So one more time, after he made this request, God, in his generosity, granted him greater measure of understanding than that he had possessed previously. So, and that is the things that we must just pray for understanding of the Torah. Just because a person reads does not mean that he understands what he reads, right? So, and just because somebody read does not mean that he comprehended, and just because he comprehended does not mean that the person is going to retain it. You understand? And just because a person retained it does not mean that he wouldn't know how to use it properly, this information. So some people, they have like encyclopedia of knowledge of halacha, especially. I know a few people like that, but they like you ask him practical question, not exactly like it says in Shulchan Aruch or in book that they learn, and they don't know left from right. So if you direct them, yes, they're going to give you the right answer, but otherwise they do not know, right? So this thing is what we must ask HaShem, because this understanding of the Torah comes only as a gift, only understanding, retention of the information only as a gift. So that's keep in mind. That's a thing to ask HaShem, and that's what I always do, at least. Right? But he told him that the ultimate conception was impossible as long as he lived within material body, as we explained before. So, I mean, you cannot see the full picture, right? So you cannot see the full picture. So, but when person is not a material body, and we had this movie of Rabbi Yosef Mizrachi Shlita, Life After Death. So if you watch this documentary when people they report when they die, so they the soul goes above the body, right? So above and see and it can be split in several places, and in a hospital, in a place of the accident or something, when something happened, right? In person house, because soul is unlimited, it can be split, right? Because because this person is dead, right? Okay, so he's what is it? Like temporary death, and it means that soul left him. Okay, so that's why there is no limitation, no material limitation, material body. In his response, God referred to the ultimate conception by using the allegory of seeing one's face. So that's also a very, very famous example. So, but once you see somebody's face, even my mother once told me, many years ago. So she saw a woman on a street, and she said, "I know you from somewhere." And that lady said, "Yeah, I know you also from somewhere." And it came out to be like they went to the same school many years ago, and then this lady they moved to another city. So they were like in a parallel classes for 2 years, right? They were 7 or 8 years old, and I don't know how my mother remembered her, but it was like after many years, I don't know, 60 years later. So she met this lady, and they recognized each other. Can you imagine? So, like, I mean, that's supported what it says here. So once you see somebody's face, you know somebody's face, so you can recognize the person. For when the person sees a colic face, right, his countenance becomes fixed in his memory, never to be confused with that of another person. Okay. Especially when it says that the word colic, meaning that it says somebody close to you, right? This girl that my mother, I'm not sure, I don't remember the whole story. Maybe she was friends with her, maybe yes, maybe not, but they did not live on the same street even. Okay, so, and after so many years, it's just amazing. When by contrast, one sees the person bags, right? Although it is possible to recognize him, when seeing him, it is nevertheless possible for uncertainty to rise. So, I mean, all people have like different like walking habits, so like how do they move, and people like especially like people who with a bad vision, right? So they can like they see people from the far, right, and they can actually say yes, this is that person. Okay, because they use the different senses, not only vision, but different senses as well. Okay, and perhaps one will mistake him for another person. So if you see somebody in the face, there is most likely you're not going to make any mistake. But if you see somebody from the back, you might make a mistake.